Hello, this is Resilan Bearcat, and welcome to City Skylines 2. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel for future videos. We're going to check out the new Decorators patch today by building a custom park for my university town. So I'm going to start with a couple of the pre-built assets for the parks, and then I'm going to customize these and actually end up building a little park here that is designed around, these mix of the custom asset or the out of the box, the default assets for parks, and then using the Decorators items to customize it to give it a kind of a special look here. So this will be a university park within the city, and we'll come in here. I don't want the fence in here, and I want to extend the grass out. And so this will just be a time lapse of what I was building, and part of what we'll do as we check this out. Now, as we're extending the grass here and kind of creating the manicured look, we do notice that there are several different categories of the custom assets here in the menu. We've got kind of nature components, then we've got park components, which is a lot of what I'll be using today. There's planners, we'll use a few of those, and then we've got the residential, industrial, and commercial. Now, Colossal Order has been on summer break this summer, and then they come back from summer break. The first thing we hear from them is they're dropping this patch and with some new content here. And this is a big deal. A lot of content creators really like to make these look, be able to customize things and decorate things to where it looks unique to their build. And I have to admit, I kind of like some of this too. So we're going to put a number of assets in here from the park assets. Put some food trucks in here. We put some benches in here. A little building over here with a little, little vendor in the building. And then we want to put some seating in. So we're looking at different assets. There's quite a few assets here. A cemetery, that could be interesting. A different kind of a park, I guess. So we want to put some tables in here for people to sit on. And this is one of the places where we see one of the issues. You see one of the tables comes in at a different color. There's no way to control the color that I found. So it's just a matter of continuing to place the items until you get the colors that you want. The same went with the benches. We get different color benches. I had these brown wood looking benches, and then you've got these dark gray benches in some of the different places. So trying to get that figured out and determine what was causing that was certainly an issue on some of this. So I've got this big soccer pitch here where we can build things, and there's actually a little soccer goal. So we'll put some of these little goals over through here and then make it look like there's a soccer pitch out here that the kids can play on. The different planners, there was a number of different planners, and although the planners look nice, I didn't feel like the planners was really a whole lot of variations on the planners. There was various different things, but not a lot. There are some vending machines here. Those are kind of nice. Now I play around with putting these out here. Just set them down to see what they look like here. Of course, putting them out in the middle of the field like this makes no sense whatsoever. These things would require to be plugged into something. So I'll end up taking that back out. Move some of my trash cans around and place them in a different location, and then decide that I can put the vending machines here on the back side of this little permanent building and permanent structure. So I'll end up placing a couple of vending machines here and what I'm doing. So these assets are kind of nice. Don't know about getting ice cream out of a vending machine. That's kind of a different item there. But we'll put the drinks and the snacks back in there as vending choices. And somewhere in all of that, I deleted my park. And so that was one thing that I did find that was kind of easy to, you're trying to delete an item. If the surface of the park has been extended and you aren't careful, you can grab the park by mistake and delete the park, which is what happened here. Not a big deal. We end up coming back in here, removing the fence on this side, leaving it on the other side, on the side where the skate park is and the multi-purpose park, and then just redo the grassy surface that is in here. And this time I decide to take the grassy surface and extend it further. So kind of like what I did last time, we'll put that in. Now you still can't extend it over the existing surfaces of the park, but in this case, might as well decided to extend it over here to where the entire park has this kind of manicured lawn look, and just bring it all the way down through here. Take that out, and there we go. We've got a nice little manicured park. Now, I was looking in the asset pack, would really like to be able to have these fences and extend the fences, but I didn't find that. If that is in there, I didn't find it. Looking through different things, I found some things, but nothing that kind of looked like that fence. So I wasn't able to extend the fence. There's a lot of different variations of trash piles. Messed around here. I wanted to kind of take the trees that was around this part and extend it around the rest of the area, but I can't place trees in the park asset. Now, I could use Anarchy or something like that to bring that in and do that, but I tend not to like to play with that particular mod personally. I know a lot of people do for the decorating, but I find that if you can create problems, I tend to end up creating more problems for myself than I solve by doing that. So mess around here with some trees. At this point, we're just going into the park and adding in the trees that we want to do. And so I put in some of the trees and changed tree type here, put in some other types of trees, and then remove it and put other trees in that look more like those are popular trees that I'm putting in there, so that it looks a little bit nicer. And then I decided to bring one more of the existing park assets and bring it down here to, down by the road, and then connect this in just to have some additional look and feel here of the mix of the pre-built assets and the custom assets and the decorator assets. I guess there are no custom assets technically. And then I built a little series of pergolas here. This is part of making this, and you can see the color issue come in. They come in different colors, and so I decided to just give up and make them on one side one color and a different color on the other side, and then bring in some larger trees in some of this and some smaller trees. And I don't want to overdo the trees, but I do want to continue the trees on that down in this area. And then we want to plant some bushes down around here and kind of create a little special area here with the bushes and what's going in on this particular side of the park. Ended up messing around for a while with the, then beginning, it took a while to get what I wanted here, to get the bushes, in and looking like what I wanted to. I wanted to just be an entire hedge behind here. I don't want you to be able to walk through on the back side. I wanted to kind of wall it off. So this was, kept playing around with this. That was going in there, and finally got the messing around with the spacing here, and then decided that this worked right here and putting them in here. That created the look that I was looking for. Just wall that in, bring this out here to where it looks like there's a path guiding you down through here, and then wanted to put some things under here, I wanted to put some chairs or something to sit on underneath here, but you can't put things underneath the existing assets. You can't put one asset overlapping another one, evidently, within this. It would be nice to have some of them where you could do that. I didn't try reversing it and putting the chairs down first, but this was the park here. So what we'll do is, now that we've got the park built, we'll actually share exposure and do a tour. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the links shown here for more gameplay. Take care.